Test, test. Thank you for the resub, dear.
If you watched last week's 3-hour special edition of If you watched last week's
Hey, good morning. Welcome to a wonderful Manic Monday dual stream with the wife. We're going to be playing some Star Citizen and having a little fun today. We thought we would start off watching the most recent Inside Star Citizen together about a content-driven Star Citizen and just kind of give you our thoughts on that, or just watch and listen. We'll see what happens. If you have any comments of your own, feel free to chime in and chat. How was your weekend, dear?
Weekend was good. Glad it's a long one and I don't have to work today.
Yay! Well, that works for me too, because we get to stream together today.
Yay.
All right, let's see what Mr. Huckabee and his guests have to say about our content-driven focus.
If you watched last week's 3-hour special edition of Star Citizen Live, you heard a lot about the evolution of this year's patches, how often they're going to come out, and how our shows are changing to reflect that. And if you didn't, well, I'm not really going to recap all that here. But this week, we sat down with some of the non-feature folk to talk about the content-driven side of this new initiative.
I guess you want the Star Kitten outfit?
Where did this idea of a content-driven push come from?
No.
Well, as we sort of alluded to in the 1.0 presentation at CitizenCon, there's been a desire to get more emphasis on starting to build the storylines and the characters of Star Citizen Universe and getting them actually in game.
The way the content patches are going to break down are we're ultimately trying to provide new content to you each month. Alongside all of this, we're going to be essentially providing new missions, new events, kind of a lot of what we've done before, but taking it up to the next level.
This was an opportunity to start figuring out ways to engage the players.
Wow, a patch per month, huh?
A growing and expanding storyline.
Ambitious.
We're going to be sending you all the way around the verse, doing lots of different varied types of gameplay. You'll still be doing events that are prevalent to a story that we're going to be working on as well.
I got you covered!
As well as new missions that build up the existing roster that we actually have in game already. There will be some content that is only there for a limited amount of time, but ultimately a lot of this content is still going to persist when we hit to Star Citizen 1.0. So we're actually building out the larger content map that exists in the game. On top of that, there's going to be a huge focus now on stability and quality of life too, because we want a stable environment for our developers to work in, but we also want a stable game that's less buggy, less crashes, and much more pleasant for you guys to play day to day.
Well, we appreciate that.
What's the word?
Yeah.
Today's been rough.
As far as the structure for how we're going to tell the story, one of the things that we were kind of excited to try for it was actually utilizing a storytelling structure that's usually used in TV shows. Basically, there's usually an A story and a B story that happen within a single episode. If you're Seinfeld, you have a C story as well, because they're just that good. But there's the A story is sort of your primary story, your B story is sort of a supplemental ancillary story that sometimes can feed into it, but sometimes can be standalone. And it's just a way to kind of keep the scenes dynamic and kind of make them feel alive. So what we're trying to do is actually utilize kind of a similar thing, but stretched out over a longer period of time. And the idea being that, A, it makes the universe feel bigger. So there's not just one thing happening that's consuming the entire universe. But also, if you're not interested in the A story, if for whatever reason it's not engaging you, you have something else that you can kind of do. So the idea is that hopefully that one of the two stories, hopefully both, but
bring money
one
inside.
Of the two stories will be fun and exciting and kind of offer a new insight to the Star Citizen universe. Currently, the plan is actually that the A story, we've already started it.
Ooh, I haven't been in a cave like that yet. I have not seen
September,
that kind of cave.
And then the B story is a little bit smaller, but it starts basically in April and goes on. So it's a multi-month thing. So it goes on until about October. Once this A story and B story kind of resolve themselves, we have a new A story that starts up and a new B story. So we sort of bounce back and forth. So some months we'll have more B story than A story. Some other months we'll have more A story than B story. But it gives us a way to kind of, again, pull in a lot of different.
There's some talk on the forums about that scene in particular.
Mission types, ships, and not have to figure out one overarching narrative that somehow encapsulates everything.
This
Not
doesn't replace
not something that your
big
average
story
cargo hauler
line
is
that we
looking
talked about
forward
Citizen
to.
on.
No,
Yeah,
this doesn't
no.
replace that. The 1.0 story, but it is actually kind of offering an exciting opportunity to kind of lay the groundwork for that type of storytelling in the game.
Save Stanton is an event that spans over a few months, and it is all about a gang that has invaded Stanton. And it's not one of the usual ones either, it's not one of the usual suspects.
So this started in 324, where we made this narrative journey that players will go on.
The big story beat was that there was a new outlaw pack sort of showed up in Stanton's system and was wreaking havoc. They were known as the Slicers, and were launching basically devastating attacks against the local population.
Targeting cargo ships, stealing cargo, targeting different locations around Stanton, such as UGFs and outposts, inhabiting them, and also going around stealing sensitive data that the CDF do not want them to have.
The CDF had got all of the players to come and help. After the players sort of stopped them from doing that, the Slicers had showed their power and showed what they was really about and brought in an Idris that players had to try and reclaim off of them.
The viciousness of the attacks and the sort of unprovoked aspect of it is just sort of highlighting effectively what the problem is with Pyro, is that you have this sort of lawless haven for outlaws right next door to Stanton, and basically they have the freedom to kind of come and attack when they want to.
So these people just lived in a hole and decided to come to another place and make it a hole?
Some people just love chaos.
I like her deadpan delivery of her answers.
I'm not giving you more than what I
401,
was told
the player
I
will
was
find
allowed to
themselves
give you.
in Pyro, ready to defend it or attack it. Depending on which one you have chosen, you'll be locked into that faction. So you can choose the Citizens for Prosperity, the Headhunters, or the Frontier Fighters. If you're working for the Citizens of Prosperity, you're doing more aid work. You're there to help people. You're not really doing much combat work. They're trying to make sure everyone survives this by passing out food, water, medical supplies.
They're basically like, we believe that there's good in this system, there are certainly bad elements, but you're just going to exacerbate the problem by trying to solve it with violence.
And the Headhunters are an old-time gang who've lived there for a long time. They know the land, they know the rules, and they're unhappy that these rules are being crossed.
Headhunters would want you in their group because they kick ass and they're fun to hang out with.
So they're on the offensive. They're here and they're going, you're not attacking our home.
I wonder who
They're
his
basically
favorite
going to be
faction
just
is.
trying to kill the Frontier Fighters. And the Frontier Fighters want everybody dead. They're going nuclear Earth. You will be killing civilians.
Whoops.
You will be killing headhunters. You'll be killing xenothreat.
I chose
They don't
wrong.
care who. If you are in Pyro and you're not them, you're dead.
What's up the Frontier Fighters' ass?
A lot of explosives.
They're perfect for someone like the Darklaw. I don't know what that says about him.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Frontier Fighters is basically justice for Stanton.
They just want to live life in Stanton without being interrupted every 5 seconds. They want to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Are you being honest about the Frontier Fighters right now?
No. The Citizens for Prosperity have seemingly found something out, but they're not telling you as an operative exactly what. They are sending you to defend their data runners, and they're trying to get them out of Pyro, and they're asking you to go on the offensive now and attack the Frontier Fighters.
That guy got shot in the butt.
Yes, he did.
Which isn't usual for the CFP. They're trying to be more of a peaceful group in this operation, but now they're not.
Pretty sure he's dead.
And the Frontier Fighters are aware of this data that the CFP have. They have reported that they think it's to do with their attack plan on Pyro. So they're asking their operatives to take out the data runners that the CFP are trying to get out.
Oh, we've seen that room a lot in the last
and
few
also
days.
destroy any CFP-controlled servers to make sure that the data is gone and lost for good.
And the headhunters?
Headhunters, again, carrying on their violent approach of sustaining their locations, reclaiming their locations. Where frontier fighters might have set up, they will go back in and explode every material that they had so they can get their outpost back. At the end of all this, you'll learn things.
You might learn a few things about the intentions of each of those factions. You might learn something more about yourself and what moral choices you decided to make, and ways that us as designers got clear.
Okay, so it was
At the
intentional.
end of this chapter, this leaves us with the truth of what was really happening and sets the stage for something more to come. The story doesn't end here.
I'll keep them occupied.
The way that this story ultimately is intending to play out, there are actually going to be real ramifications based on the group community choices that are made. So that will actually change the direction of the universe. Or it can either go one way or it can go the other way. So we're actually going to be playing around a lot with ways that players can decide how they want the universe to change. So moving forward, there's going to be a bit of a twist that comes down the road, which is going to escalate basically the situation into one of our first big events. With this, it basically allows us to plan out a bit more and actually, again, start to build a growing narrative.
Giving players more of a reason to engage and be able to talk to each other and like, hey, where did you get that item from? Oh, well, I was here when this happened, and I was here when this happened. Definable points in our universe's history. It adds to the universe, it adds to the story of it all, and it means that you as a player help build this world out.
So I'm really
And
excited
it
about the
is
changes coming in.
flawed
It's going to allow us to
because,
get more
they
fun
weren't
content
there.
in your hands more often. And it's going to provide a much more stable environment
I
for us
think
to work
that's
in,
a-
but also
that's
for
a
you to
common
play in as
MMO
well.
thing, though.
Up until this point, we've actually been
If you don't
honing
stay
in
on
on
it
gameplay
constantly,
mechanics
there'll be things
and more
that
kind
you
of under
don't
the hood stuff.
collect or miss
We
out
have a
on.
lot of data pads in the game to kind of do the heavy lifting for storytelling now. This is allowing us
And
to
I
kind
can't
of
say whether
push
that's
on those other
definitively
facets
good
as a
or
way to
bad.
kind of
I've been on both
kind
sides
of be
of it.
higher impact storytelling techniques.
So in other words, pick up data pads. They have stuff on them.
So with a patch almost every month this year, building the narratives of the Stanton and Pyro systems with new content less reliant on big feature work, and packed between as many bug fixes and refinements as we can manage, we aim to deliver a progressive series of improvements in storytelling that will change life in the verse for the better throughout 2025. Oh, and last month, we launched a new bi-monthly Squadron 42 newsletter with exclusive video content, ringtones, wallpapers, and even merch. If you missed it, you can go to the Squadron 42 or account settings sections of the RSI website to
Yeah, we'll
opt
be
in
buying merch
and
from
not
you guys
miss
for a
out on the
while.
next exclusive offerings. Or don't. I don't get any commission or
October.
anything.
Still haven't
Just
got
the
it.
stickers were neat. For Inside Star
don't believe
Citizen,
it
I'm
exists.
Jared Huckabee. Thanks for letting us share the people and process of game development with you. And we'll be back
I'm
in
kidding,
2
I
weeks
do.
with a look at Alpha 402, Supply or Die.
Well, that was interesting. Thoughts?
I think it's important that they do what they're doing with content.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they need to, if they want to start looking forward into 4.0 or 1.0, and they're gonna have to find a way to tell the story right. And this is a great start. It's just a matter of how much of the story are we going to get before 1.0?
I think there's a lot of it they can lay foundation for, right?
Yeah, I agree.
When they have that official release, there should be something that feels like a breathing world. Yeah, it's interesting. Somebody was posting on the forum about that too. There's a lot of complaints. Everybody wants their way, right?
Of course.
So somebody was like, "Hey, what did you think a breathable universe was. And their response was actually pretty interesting. It falls in line with what I was thinking myself. So I'd like a place that so I get out of bed here in my hab, which is what I'm doing right now, and I wander out into the hallway, and I see NPCs going about their business like this guy. So good start. I don't know what he's doing. He's got nothing in his hands, but he's playing with something, but it's a start. And then over here, there's somebody repairing that. And when I get in my ship and I go to do a trade run, I run into other ships that are going back and forth. Chris Roberts had a game. Hello.
Hi.
Chris Roberts had a game called Freelancer. Freelancer was an extension of the Wing Commander universe. And one of the things that Freelancer did really well that I think was really cool, and they made this mention in the post as well, and I agree with it wholeheartedly. It was really cool. You could go into Freelancer and like you're running a trade ship someplace, but you're passing a trade ship coming the other way in like a convoy. You could hail that ship and talk to them, and if your rep wasn't bad with them, they would tell you things like, "Oh hey, how's it going? You know, DM Sun Devil. I'm going to Pyro. I'm running some data for the headhunters today." And if your rep was shit with them, they would be like, "We ain't telling you crap, and you better back off, or we're gonna gun you down right now." It was really cool, and that to me is what I want to see ultimately. I'm going to the med section really quick. I need to heal up because I still have that tier 3 from last night.
Gotcha.
So that's what like my idea of a living, breathing universe is. Basically a place.
What can I do for you?
Just like World of Warcraft and some of the other games that exist. Something that, okay, the med beds are broke here. It's a tier 3 though. I'll spawn the Cutlass in the hangar after we spawn the Hornet, I guess.
So you can pull the rest of your shit out of it?
Yeah. So yeah, a universe that exists when you log out. This place is doing its thing, whether I'm here or not. And when I come in game, I get to interact with that stuff, right?
I think you want to spawn the Cutlass first, so you
Okay.
get the right size hanger.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
That guy over there was holding a pink gun.
I see that.
You good? I gotta say, that gun.
So what did you feel like you wanted to do? What were you telling me?
I think we can do some more of those saving Pyro tree.
Make a little more bank.
Yeah.
Collect some more gears. It says we should have a medium hanger with a Cutlass. Good sign as I walked up to an elevator and it opened.
I didn't see which shards we had stuck on.
I didn't either. Bad sign is I show a small hanger and a medium hanger. So we'll see what happens. Good sign.
There's a Cutlass.
Medium hanger I asked for the Cutlass is actually here. We can heal up this little tier 3 right there. We can actually just take this ship wherever we're going on another
We
run.
could. I'm pretty sure I had more drinks than that here. Then again, maybe not.
You know what? We can just take the Hornet. Medical
The
care.
Hornet pissed me off yesterday.
It's not the Hornet, it's the inventory system. Or it is both.
Hey, and so again, you can access the inventory system in the Hornet a lot differently than I can. Because it's your ship.
No, it's because of how they designed the Hornet, because this is my ship, and you can interact with inventory the way you want to on this one. Right?
On the Cutlass, it's because it has different lockers.
Right, but the thing that's on the outside is supposed to be access to that same storage. We have other ships where we can... like you and I can access the same locker, and it's not a problem.
Yes.
It shouldn't. This the Hornet should be the same thing. It should be like the same locker, but it's not acting that way.
No, it's not. It's acting more like a box.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Where you have a box and I have a box, but I can't access your box, but right?
Is the ship going down right now?
Yes, and it turned sideways as it did so.
Nice. Nice.
It decided that it was on a turntable and needed to rotate.
I see. Stored. Okay, retrieve the super.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
I still say that. I was gonna say don't. That's actually one of the things. So the hangar.
That was for me. It was a test to see if it screwed stuff up.
It could. Is my point. Is that the experience you want to have today?
No, not really. Are you grabbing missions or am I?
I'm
Oh,
looting
you're-
this thing first.
Okay.
I'm trying to loot this thing first. Open storage. So you don't have that option, which is the thing you hate.
Oh no, I have that option. It opens nothing.
It just spins.
It just gives me. It looks like it's opening things, and I don't have my inventory or ship inventory. It's just blank.
But you can do the loot thing, and then it. All right, I was able to seamlessly get my shit out of there this time. But even the loot thing, if we weren't having trouble with the inventory yesterday, the loot thing should have worked. It's just a little bit fiddly to deal with, right?
I have to drag stuff into it.
But you should be, as long as inventory's not having issues, you should be able to do that.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I have all kinds of weirdness here. I have double FS9s. One of those should have went in here yesterday, and it did not. Well, I left it on me, so it's fine. It worked out fine. Okay. Remind me to look into that. See if I can figure out why that happened.
Yay!
You're back. All right. So you would prefer not to do the Hornet on the ground missions?
Just for inventory problems, but
At least the ones.
inventory is still, fixed, then
No,
it is
we
okay.
we have multiple ships for multiple reasons. The Hornet works really great for space combat. It works super duper for entering the asteroids because it has a little more maneuverability and it's smaller, and you can gun down the things that are close by. The Cutlass works really well for depositing us on ground missions.
It does, and generally saves us when there's jerk-offs that are hunting people doing missions.
You mean if they get us on foot?
Yeah.
Oh. We really haven't had that happen lately. My concern is that in Pyro, most people blow up the ship on the ground.
Well, that's what we ran into the other day, too.
Yeah, we were taken off. Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle. It was wiggling, dear.
Oh, well.
Oh, it's still wiggling.
The Ursa bounces. This decides it's gonna do a little wiggle dance to say hello.
I am not gonna medbed myself here, though. when we get where we're going, I might change my mind.
And where are we going?
I don't know. We talked about missions. You can grab missions, and I will make sure the spaceship.
I have no priority missions.
Okay, I'll take a look in a sec. I will take a look in a second. All right, let's see if I've got anything. Contracts. Yeah, no, I got nothing. Well, we can pop out of here. Launch.
See if it updates when we get out.
Yeah.
Got priorities.
Cool. What you got?
I'm taking the Headhunters one for wiping out freedom fighter or frontier fighters. And I'm sharing.
Got it. Perfect timing. Away we go. Pyro 5, here we come. Right after we get our drop out of Quantum.
I'm assuming that's a known bug.
Yep. It's one of the easiest to deal with too. You just read Quantum. And also, it's not super severe because it gets you going. And so if you were being pursued, you would be far enough away from somebody when you got dropped out that you can recalibrate and get out without being in danger. If it was like started Quantum and dropped you immediately and you didn't go anywhere and you were being pursued, I would be pissed off. That would put it in the not playable category. Coffee's yummy.
Yeah. Coffee's almost always yummy.
Yeah, I'm liking it hotter these days.
Because it's freaking cold outside.
Yeah. So in that mug is a lot better.
It stays warmer in that mug, and if I put a lid on it, it stays even warmer.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Like the microphone.
I've ever been on Fuego.
It actually doesn't say in the details of the mission where we're going specifically.
Well, that's where the marker is. So. Oh, did it even say outpost or anything?
It says,
Go to location.
got word the CFP found frontier fighters hiding at location, and we want someone to raid that location and knock them out.
Oh, it's one of these.
It's one of them.
The mission is
Time for the FF to feel what it's like to be dead.
mission is kind of broken, except it does say go to location and there's a marker, so let's see what happens.
Drive is now off.
Will it let me jump there? It will let me jump there. Beautiful. As long as that happens, I don't care that it doesn't tell me where I'm going. I'm happy to go to location. I think.
Oh, and the cat is lost again.
Follow the sound of our voices. We're down here. Where are you? Morale. There you are, Morale. Morale.
Har Martin is
I
there.
see that.
And looks to have potentially stealth.
No, I still see him.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Shield system online.
Right at the base, so we'll have to be a little cautious.
Yep.
You don't need to look at the camera there, Cat.
So
Cat just changed my lighting.
the cat just changed your lighting?
Yep.
Funny. So he's up on a ridge here.
In what?
Looks like a, I don't know. Is that our place? That is our place.
That is our place. That's why he's up on the ridge. Side.
Yeah, we'll go park on the other side. I can't tell what he's in, and I don't want to target him to seem aggressive. So are you comfortable trying this?
Shot.
I am
Like said,
not
we'll just have to be
resetting my
careful.
respawn here, though. I'm just going to leave it at the station, so if we get jacked, we go back, right? I think that's a 600i.
Okay, that makes sense. We just had a hiccup, by the way.
On stream?
Yep.
Engines
Okay.
offline.
So our plan is if we see somebody, do we flash headlights and give them an opportunity, or do we just engage and take them down? We can, but that often ends in
Fighting.
Well, they can't shoot us both at the same time. They
No,
can.
they cannot.
They can shoot us both quickly, though. Do you have any markers out?
I do not. I have nothing. I have hostiles remaining 100%.
All right, that's good enough. I feel like I'm gonna fall through at the canyon here. So far, so good. Are you
Yep.
tight behind me?
I'm right behind you. Yep.
All right. I see bad guys. Taking them down. Do you see them as well?
Yeah, and I think we're...
I'm moving forward to this
Clear.
box. So I can... Oh, shit!
Where from?
Up high towards the windmills. I'm getting...
Okay.
That hurt. Can you get a better view? I'll see if I can draw fire again. Okay, actually, they're on the ground on the other side of the crate. Okay, I think I got one.
Can't see them.
Well, because I killed them.
Oh,
They weren't where I thought they were, unless there's more. So I'm gonna move forward.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Did you just get grenaded?
Yes, yes, yes! And I got a copian, so... Ah! Ah! Alright.
Okay, I have targets now.
Okay.
4.
Yeah, and I see one of them right here.
Yep. 2 more to your left there, and then 2 to your right.
Okay, I'm going to the left. I see them.
Grenade coming in.
Cool, thank you.
Fuck, that hurt me.
Alright.
Who
did that to you?
World? Hold on, I gotta stand up. That guy that was over there that you were shooting.
Oh, I see a guy up high.
Up high guy's dead.
Awesome.
One to the right.
I don't see to the right.
He's 800 or 90 meters out. He's coming up the back, coming past that tower that we just shot the dude from, but I can't see him actually physically yet.
But he's off to the right here.
Yep. He should be coming into view.
I think I see him. Yep, he's sneaking. Down.
Excellent.
Alright, keep in mind we could have other players here, so explore at your own risk.
Here.
I say explore at your own risk, and I am literally
Running right towards
in the loot menu.
Oh.
I had to get my sacrificial Karna rifle. I hear ship thrusters. Inventory is a little slow when it comes up, but it is working. It's not super slow either. Sorry, did I scare you?
No. You said you heard ship thrusters, but
No, earlier, yeah. I'm kind of looking for lootsy boxes.
Okay.
But having no luck. So. This was a cool location, though.
Mm-hmm.
With a bridge and stuff. Pretty nifty. I didn't really see anybody kitted out in armor that I just had to have.
I just grabbed the one heavy guy that I saw.
Okay, that's cool. But I did take Karnas and Karna ammo and
got a couple Karnas.
med pens. Yeah, I hate them smart AI that use grenades. That's evil shit. I'm gonna check one last thing. I'm gonna check this guy up on the tower that you killed.
I thought he fell off.
He might have. I saw him go down. I just don't know if he went down.
I found a box.
Good deal.
Doesn't have foodstuffs in it.
Yeah, he is not up here if he was up here.
He's right here.
Oh, I thought it was this guy.
What?
Yeah. Because his S71 is up on top of the thing.
Mm.
Anything more you want to see? I haven't been to the top of this tower. I guess I could go check that out. Because these tend to have boxes up there. That would not be the case here, though.
I found another box.
Oh, I did find one. This one has a bunch of candy bars.
Yeah, this one's got a bunch of foodstuffs in it too. It's gonna attract me.
It does have Cruise Pulse, the red ones. 6 of those.
Found green pulses.
Oh, 4? 4 purples.
Stream just hiccuped again.
5 greens. Okay. I don't see that happening on the phone. What's it? How's it hiccuping?
It's freezing on my side, so it might be something on my side. And then it catches up. It's
Okay.
weird.